All right, we are going to unlock Reaper for the first time ever, and that will also be the very last job I need to unlock. I waited this long because Reaper doesn't share any like main gear with anything except for Dragoon, and my Dragoon was already level 100 for a long time now. However, it does share accessories with Monk and Samurai, so I'll be leveling those 3 jobs together just to kind of keep my inventory not, like, it's already crazy. These are already way too full. They were more full before I started. I've even moved things, sorry, I've even moved some stuff to here. I've even moved some stuff to my retainers. It's ridiculous. So yeah, I have to make some choices. So unlocking Reaper is done by talking to the flustered attendant over near the thaumaturge. Nope, that's not right. No, it's the opposite. Sorry, thaumaturge stuff is down here. The opposite end, across, like near the Adventurers Guild, Aetheryte, in the Steppes of Nald of Ul'dah. You have to have at least one job level 70. You probably have to have some expansion, and also it's either the Crystarium expansion that you would need or the previous one, which would be Stormblood, and I don't know the answer. Actually, it could even be a later expansion now that I'm thinking about it. I think they added it with, so let's see, Viper and Pictomancer were added together in Dawn Trail. So probably Shadow. Wait, why can't I think of anything's? Oh, leveling. Dang it! I want to do that. When it's healer leveling, I like to do that because it's just easy mode for me. Anyway, the Killer Instinct, level 70. Some story quest, some whatever. It doesn't really matter. Let's go. That's not what this channel is about. I don't really tell you requisites. They're very, very... You there, you're the fighting sort, yes? And by the looks of it, one of no mean skill. My employer is in desperate need of a woman of your talents, you see. He's been beset by threats from an unsavory group of thugs known as the Lemures. Their leader demands my master part with some of his considerable wealth, or, well, I'll just tell you they call her the Reaper, and leave the rest to your imagination. We don't intend to acquiesce to these churlish demands without a fight, and a stout arm by our side would go far to ensure our survival. Your arm, perhaps? In case the opportunity to perform a good deed isn't enticement enough, please be reminded that my master possesses considerable wealth. If you would aid us, come with haste to the Sapphire Avenue Exchange where we make our stand against these brutes. Otte. So we will take the Sapphire Avenue Exchange Ethernet teleport. Who would have guessed it? And then head south. And we are speaking with a Lalafell female. Nope, that's a dude. Sorry. Just kind of hippie hair. Named Gigilio. Jigilyo. Gigilio is my guess. Who knows? Cutscene. The hippie man is wearing pink, has a mustache, the long hippie brown hair, and one of those, yeah, like a hippie headband thing, like a thin corded, could have been woven by hand. Ah, you! Yeah, I know why you're here, and if you mean to lay a finger on my coin purse, you'll have to pry it from my cold, lifeless... Master, Gigilio, she's a friend. This adventurer has agreed to help. We'll show the Reaper what her empty intimidations are worth. It takes Gigilio a couple seconds to process that. Ah, I see. My apologies, madam. Tensions have been high as of late, and I'm sure you can understand. For reasons that elude me, these Lemures have made my life a waking nightmare. Sight unseen, they have demanded I begin paying them for the luxury of my own life. Rumors abound of their origins. Some say they are the detritus of some barbaric nation. They flout our laws and threaten their betters with impunity. They are led by a dead-eyed killer who draws her scythe at the smallest slight. Refuse their payments of coin, and she takes her share of your lifeblood instead. Rubbish, I say. The Reaper is naught but a toothless bandit. Interesting theory you have there. Care to test it? We hear a voice I don't know yet. The Lalafell panics. We see a white-haired ponytail from the back, and then from the front, maybe an Ellison? You're the Reaper! An older female human, either dark-skinned or very tan-skinned, in, your classic black leather jacket with a bunch of straps and buttons and like brass kind of buttons. A white V-neck undershirt, also kind of looking leather, and then red leather pants, it looks like. Attended by two others, a human female with a black bandana and black leather bodice. It's all like one piece, it seems, all the way down to the wrists, but like no shorts in the thigh region, just really tall greaves, and a dark-skinned human male with like whitish hair, also a black kind of more cap. And actually, I guess the woman has a capish thing too. They're both turned backwards and to the right. He's more of the tannish color leather gear with kind of more metal armor, and kind of that tan of the upper body piece melts into the long skirt of the lower body piece, and then some darker leather that's in the front that acts as like more of defenses. The woman seems to have a dagger. The man seems to have a sword and a pistol. Oh, you're a perceptive one, ain't ya? Suppose that's how you came to be in possession of so many shiny things, says the old, like 70s plus white-haired Reaper human female. And what do we have here? Hiring more help while our ledgers remain unbalanced? You wouldn't be trying to wriggle your way out of paying us for a job well done, would you? I turned to the Lalafell. My options are, what was all that about sight unseen? Or, you've hired these lemures before? You've hired these lemures before? My, how do you keep the lies straight? You didn't tell her your hired muscle here were great friend. You didn't tell your hired muscle here what great friends we were? So great, in fact, that you trusted none other than me and mine to put the scare into your competition. A job we were happy to do. You can't find your fortune in this fair city without stepping over a few bodies on the way, after all. But as flexible as our morals are, I'm afraid without the coin to bend them, we only have one recourse. Unless... Crosses her arms again. She could be in her late 50s, sorry. She looks me up and down. Well, up from the feet, up. One does wonder how you found yourself with the bodyguard of such uncommon metal. Aye, not an ounce of fear in that gaze, and not a mote of puffed-up arrogance neither. This last, my dear Gigilio, is the genuine article. She has what we in the mercenary trade call the killer instinct. I have a little bit of shock on my face, and I cock my head to the side a bit. How's this? For the sake of our long-standing friendship, I'll make it simple. Allow me to take this adventure off your hands, and the debt is forgiven. What? That's all? I believe this is what them in your trade call a bargain. As for you, adventurer, it seems you've been made a free agent, but if you're still inclined to put those instincts of yours to use, come and visit our headquarters in Pearl Lane. Pearl Lane. The door's open. Gives a little bit of a thin-lipped smile, and okay. So, the dude had sword and board and a pistol. And the three of them walk away. I talked to Gigilio, just for the heck of it. Please, you must do as the Reaper asked. If you don't, I fear she might return for her wages, and this time demand interest. That was unneeded to talk to him, but felt like it. We just kind of go around the corner here and make a U-turn. Up some stairs, now heading south again. The loyal Lemure. That was the dude, sword and board and pistol, standing outside of a door. The boss told me you'd be along. Coming in. Yes. It was like entering the rogue's headquarters. You can't just walk in the door, you gotta talk to a person. Which is my least favorite thing. Cutscene. She's got her feet up on a desk in front of her. Big, large desk. Big, beautiful chair. Boss, the guest of honor's arrived, says the man. Gives her a bow. Turns and leaves. Nice wooden desk, edged in gold or gilded, however you want to call it. The Lady Reaper smiles at me. The savior of Alamigo and Doma the savior of Alamigo and Doma deigns to appear before me. I've heard all about you. It's hard not to in this line of work. The stories paint you as ferocity incarnate, a force of nature few have survived. So, at least this would be after Stormblood. Peace, friend. I've no desire to put the killer to the proof personally. I don't have a death wish. I do believe Reaper was added alongside No, that's not right. Was it? Added alongside Astrologian, I think? No. Because I did all those job quests and leveled up, so I don't remember. I don't know. She takes her feet off, sits up. You can call me Drusilla. I'm a Reaper, one of many, and the leader of this little family here. As to why I invited you into our home, there's a job I'd like you to take care of for me. My options are depends on the job, or I won't work with criminals and thieves. I don't know that they're criminals and thieves. Depends on the job. Now don't you worry about that virtuous heart of yours, eh? That virtuous heart of yours, eh? I wouldn't ask you to do so much as bend the law. This job is purely for the benefit of your fellow man. All you have to do is kill one for me, though perhaps kill ain't the right word, seeing as he's already dead. Determined look on my face a little bit. Don't look so surprised. I know you've seen the dead walk. This time you'd be up against a void scent, come here to unleash its singular brand of wickedness upon the world. It won't be an easy task. The evil drive in this monster is black as the void and near as deep. Countless souls have succumbed to its hunger. Worthy prey for one inclined to heroics, don't you think? She looks at her Reaper scythe. You can't face it as you are, though, storied as your strength may be. I'll need to train you in techniques that'll let you pierce the void and slaughter its kin. My options are, what could you have... God, I thought I turned off the sound. Why is WhatsApp always being annoying? My options are, what could you have to teach me? Or keep talking. Keep talking. I look over at the scythe. Clearly interested. She takes off, like, the necklace, or the circlet around, the circlet around her forehead, which was hiding one of the Garlean jewels. You know, smack dab in the middle of the forehead, like Sid and Gaius. Oh my god. Can I turn this fucking thing off? Holy shit, hold on, sorry, it's so annoying. I apologize. I can't, I thought I turned it off. Notifications. Play sound for out. No, okay. None. No freaking notification sound. Thank you. Could have sworn I turned it off even more than that, so in some other way, but What? Don't see many Garleans in Uldar, do you? Let alone ones as savage as this. Save your startled gasps. I'm not out of surprises yet. Slides over a soul stone. Hold your hand out to the crystal here. If you're made of the stuff I think you are, then you're in for a treat. I walk over to the table she has slid a stone on. The desk, sorry. I'm still 10 feet away from it, but I thrust out a hand, palm forward. The stone glows a bit. There is a red, dark void, a spherical void, and from it, this like ghastly, kind of looking like death creature has emerged. That's it. I knew you had what it takes. It's got no eyes, just a skull, a flat skull with teeth, like no nose protrusions or anything like that. Wait, no nose holes is a better way to say it, because human, I think, yeah. It's got a black robe with a hood. This would be an avatar, a manifestation of your essence and the Stygian power of the Voidsent on the other side. A Voidsent to which, if you so choose, you will bind to yourself. I look a little bit shocked at that. It's got like long red claws, or like, sorry, its left arm has long red claws, and I don't see its right arm at all. And the robes it has are very tattered. You'll gain skills unlike anything you've ever known. Skills that have allowed people like me to operate in the shadows and kill those that need killing since time immemorial. I take my hand back and the Voidsent goes away. She stands. And your first assignment, should you walk this path, is to use the power of one Voidsent against another for the betterment of the realm. Your reward will be the wisdom of countless generations of Garlean assassins. But if siding with my kind makes your stomach churn, damn it! If the thought of having one foot in the void twists your guts worse, God, why? I fucking hate it when they make those text bubbles not clickable, which means they're timed, and they really didn't let those ones linger on the screen for long at all. I'm not even sure I could have read them without trying to read them out loud. They were that quick. So, and I don't go back in my videos and do like pauses and voiceovers because I don't know how. So, sorry. However, if you've none of the aforementioned objections, which I don't know what they fucking are, and you don't mind walking on the knife's edge twixt life and death, then you'll have the tools to see your justice done and done right every time. Pisses me off, though. I hate it when they change, like, all of a sudden. This is the choice you must make, and soon. Every moment our quarry stalks the land is another opportunity for it to do harm. She turns her stern expression to a little bit of a smile, but my expression gets more stern. Just why make the choice to have 99.99% of the text in the game clickable, and then every once in a while it's not, and it's fast, and it sorry. Alright, let's talk to Drusilla to finish the quest. I take it you've come to a decision, am I right? There'll be no turning away once you've chosen, mind you. You'll dance with death and return as its envoy, or you won't return at all. So what'll it be? My options are, I will not suffer this Voidsent to threaten the innocent, I will dance. Or, I'm not much of a dancer, but I want the power to see my justice done. Or, I prefer to keep well clear of death, if it's all the same to you. I will not suffer this Voidsent to threaten the innocent. I will dance. I do fist and palm. Determined look on my face probably, but my camera's to my back. Very good. Then let's not waste time. Take up this crystal and attest to both worlds that you walk as a reaper. Bind yourself to the void and claim the strength that the weak of heart shun. Through the avatar at your side does the Voidsent bring its power to bear. feeding upon the souls of the fiends you cut down in return. Not a bad arrangement, eh? But I'm sure you tire of words. Here, the traditional weapon of our order. Let's see how it looks strapped to your back. From behind her, she gives me a Reaper's weapon. Oh, I should have done this. Ooh, I still can. Let's just get the experience points on... Samurai needs it a little bit right now. Clicking through, sorry. Okay, 108,000 experience points, 970 gil, Soul of the Reaper, music, that's Marry You Zebra, HIK, a tire coffer, which is item level 385 gear, and a deep gold war scythe, item level 385, level 70 scythe for Reaper. Obviously it said scythe in the freaking title, you weirdo. You weirdo dumb head. Reaper unlocked. And there is no achievement for unlocking all the jobs. That's interesting. Okay. Let's do some things. So you have to equip the weapon. It auto-equips the soul thing. And as I said, I have all of the same monk, dragoon, Sam accessories. I kind of didn't really realize I didn't have... Actually, yeah, I should have. But I just figured I would go with whatever body... Like, this is the gear. So we have... Oh, it's gross. We have an eye patch, which does... If I didn't have hair, I could see if it went around the head. It almost looked like it was kind of glued on, like stuck on. But it covers my right eye. A little choker. Actually, that's just a necklace I already had. Kind of black, kind of like crow's feather kind of color. Jacket. Could be leather, could be cloth. I don't know. Black pants, black boots. Like pretty nondescript. The scythe looks a bit rusted, used, a little bit crooked, although that just may be like how it's supposed to be. It's got a bunch of bandages, which could be for grip or could be to keep it together. I don't know, but anywho. We need to create a new one. I forgot how. Oh, plus. Been a while, sorry. This one needs to be... Can I make this 22? Oh. Sorry. I like to have things a certain way. It just takes a few seconds to do it. If you assign a set number, it'll swap it with whatever was assigned there, apparently. How did botanist... Wait. How did botanist get down here? Oh, fuck it, I don't care. I do care, but I don't care. Alright. So... Usually the one... Okay, so one is slice. Potency 300. Increases soul gauge by 10. Wow. 300? For your level 1 ability? That's a lot. The combo with slice would be waxing slice, and that is a 380 soul gauge increase by 10. Second wind is our heal. Shadow of death 300 Increases damage you deal to target by 10%, so it puts a debuff on the target for 30 seconds. And then it'll increase that debuff by 30 seconds each time up to a maximum of 60, just like... It's like, instead of having a buff on yourself, it's a debuff on the target. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but... increases soul gauge by 10 if target is KO'd before the effect expires. Okay. We have our stun. Soul Slice is a 30-second recast. Man, there's a reason I just totally clear my bar before I do this, because everything's everywhere. That's our other heal, Bloodbath. So 30 second, where did I put the 30-second see now? Stupid. So 30-second recast, so it's off the global cooldown, 460 potency, increases soul gauge by 50. Shares a recast timer with Soul Scythe. So one's AoE probably and one's, yeah. Do I have a dash? This is a backwards dash, so I put that on V pretty much always. This is a feint, reduces target's damage done. Harp, or Harpy. Harp, looks like Harp. Has a 25 yalm range. Potency 300, soul gauge plus 10, but it has a little bit of a cast time. But this might be my ranged attack, I'm not sure yet. It's the first one I've seen they have to stand still to cast, except for like casters, but Reaper's not a caster really. Bloodstock summons your avatar to deliver an attack with a potency of 340. Grants Soul Reaver for 30 seconds. Stat count will be reduced to 1 when already under the effect of Soul Reaver. Okay. This thing costs 50 soul gauge to use. Shares a recast timer with all avatar attacks except for Gluttony. Okay, so this is an avatar thingy. Nightmare Scythe. Combos with Spinning Scythe, which I haven't even found yet. There's Spinning Scythe. Okay, so my A1 Spinning Scythe, A2 is Nightmare Scythe. Arm's length can go up there. Hell's Ingress is our dash. 20-second recast, only one charge for now. 15 yalm dash. Gives Enhanced Harpy, or Harp again, Harpe, however you want to pronounce that. So it would make it instant cast. Yeah. And it will reduce the recast timer of Hell's Ingress by 5 seconds upon execution. Oh, cool. But you can either egress or ingress. Okay. They share a but you use ingress or egress. They actually both give the same buff to your harp. And if you use that harp, which is then instant cast, why wouldn't you, right? Then you get 5 seconds off that cooldown. So you can in and out every 15 seconds, really. In or out every 15 seconds. Sorry, it's a better way to say it. What's the... Oh, wait. Okay, so you do Slice, 300. Waxing Slice, 380. Sorry. Infernal Slice, 460. Cool. Let's see. Whirl of Death, 100 to all nearby enemies. Gives them all that 10% damage up buff. You can get a lot of soul gauge. Like every time a target dies with Death's design on it, you get 10 freaking soul gauge. You're just always getting soul gauge. Company members didn't know that Sage had a single target shield. I'm like, wait, isn't that the thing you get at level 1 that turns into a shield when you use your whatever it's called? But no, they're talking about like the Panhymen or whatever it's called. Oh, the single, never mind. Anyway, but you only use Whirl of Death one time. I mean, sorry, as long as you're keeping up the depot. So like you're using it every 30 seconds. Arcane Crest is a 30-second cooldown. Grants Crest of Time Borrowed, which creates a barrier that nullifies damage up to 10% of my max HP and lasts 5 seconds. So this is another way to not die as easily. I wonder if I should put that with my... I don't know. I'm not very good at using these things on, well, most of my DPS. And I really should get better at it. Soul Slice could just be on 5 or... I guess, I mean, you're getting a lot of soul gauge, it seems like, a lot of the time, and Bloodstock is going to be used often. So maybe I'll put that as my C, because that's what one of my often buttons usually is. Soul Scythe is the AoE version of Soul Slice. So I'll put that A4 over here. I've learned if I have them next to each other like I do with my monk currently, it gets confusing for me. Stupidly. Okay. Gibbet, or Gibbet, G-I Bravo Bravo E Tom. 400 or 460 from the flank. Enhanced Gibbet Potency 460 or 520 from the flank. How do you get Enhanced Gibbet Potency? Grants you Enhanced Gallows for 60 seconds. The action Bloodstock, which is that one, which is my C, changes to Unveiled Gallows while under the effect of Enhanced Gallows. Unveiled Gallows has your avatar do an attack of 400. Grants that Soul Reaver thing again. I don't even know what Soul Reaver does right now. I think I did have to watch a video on Pictomancer to really understand it, and I might have to do that for this too. I'm not entirely sure yet. And then Guillotine. Oh, Guillotine can only be executed while you're under the effect of Soul Reaver, which you get from, where was it again? Oh, Bloodstock. Stack count will be reduced to 1. I don't understand that. But okay, I usually have my flank on the left and my rear on the right. So Gibbet is flank better, Gallows is rear better. they both enhance the other. Guillotine is probably just kind of like a little filler button. And I think I have moved everything where I need it. My AoE is my alt buttons as usual. Every 30 seconds you can either use your AoE soul scythe or your single target soul slice. And sorry, both of those increase the soul gauge by 50, so like make sure you've spent your soul gauge. The soul gauge can be filled via the execution of certain weapon skills or by defeating enemies afflicted by death's design. With sufficient souls stored in the gauge, you can execute actions such as Bloodstock, Grim Swathe, Grim Swathe, what a weird word for it, which is at level 55, which I should already have. Did I miss that? Is that an AoE? Huh. I'm not really good at using True North either, but if I make it... For now, I might be able to keep it on my bar on a shift middle button. Who knows? We'll see. The only things that seem to care right now about like flank or rear are these Gibbet and Gallows. And I also have no idea because they do a lot of damage. Spamming, if you can, spam Gibbet or Gallows instead of your 1-2-3 combo, you're doing more damage. So what the like? I don't understand, man. I don't know. Anyway, Drusilla and I thank you for watching. We do so hope you have enjoyed, and I will make the next video right after I post this one, and we'll see what else is up. We'll actually fight with this job. Until then, bye bye for now. Hope you've enjoyed.